all right, everyone. Hey, welcome to another Monday night conversations right here on our Effective Living YouTube channel. As you guys already know, y'all should know me by now. I'm your girl, Coach Della Major. And as you can see here on the screen, I'm here with my own Coach Ricardo. Coach Ricardo, how are you doing today?
Oh man, I'm enjoying this Fourth of July. Oh my goodness! I mean, the fireworks are preparing to go off, and I'm gonna have a blast and end this today. You know what? You know what? Somebody said, "What are you doing with your holiday?" I don't do holidays. I do every day. Hello,
You know,
I
come on.
every day. I do
Every
every day,
day.
every day. So hey, Coach Della, you and I, we're like this every day.
Every day. You know what? Every day, they say 4th of July represents like Independence Day.
Yep,
But
yep,
every day that we wake up, every
yep,
day that we are able to live our life on our own terms,
yep,
every day
yep.
when we're able to like just focusing on nothing missing, lacking, or broken in our
Yes,
lives, when we are
yes,
able to move forward and we were
yes,
able to think about just the fact of
yes.
creating a life where I don't need to take a vacation from.
Come
Woo! That
That's what I'm
alone just
talking about.
do it.
Hey,
Amen.
and you know what? The blessing about this on this 4th of July Monday is that someone fought. There were many that fought for us to be able to have choices
That's it.
and be able to be free to say, you know what? If I don't like this side of town, I can move. If I don't like this country,
Yes.
I can move. If I don't like this job, I can move. We're free.
We're
And we're
free.
thanking God for freedom.
You know what? Not only with the sense of freedom,
Yeah.
but we're able to be able to have what we love to say hope and an expected end. See, that's what Jeremiah 29:11 said.
Yeah.
That's what God gave us. He understands, He knew the plans that He
Yes.
had for us. And He
Yes.
says, not to harm us, but to give us hope and
Yes.
an expected end. And so
Yes.
today, when I woke up this morning, I was just thinking about not only just what's happening today, but what is an opportunities. You talk to us all the time about opportunities and possibilities. And so
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the opportunities
Yeah.
that this
Yeah.
liberty gives
Yeah.
unto us. And so even now, when you are going around and you thinking about it today, you guys, as you're watching us on tonight monthly conversation, because we're going to have a good topic for you. And I'm telling you, I believe that after this discussion, that you're going to really take a moment and focus on what's really in it for you,
Yes.
not what somebody else say, not
Yeah.
what they do. You're not going to compare yourself, but you're going to think about the liberties, the
Yeah.
life that you can live
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yes.
And see, on this platform, this is what we're all about. We're all about empowering you, giving you the tools, the guide, the resources that you can be able to live your life on your own terms. And so, we pull our topic from the blogs, and our coach writes some powerful information on the money blogs. And so if you are not going to www.ricardomiller.com and clicking on the blog and reading them and getting those powerful nuggets, you are truly missing out. So that's going to be the very first action step. Yes, that's the very first call to action that I want you to do. I want you to go to www.ricardomiller.com. Click on the blog, read the information, but don't just read it. Share, like, give us a comment. Let us know how this is impacting you and how effective living is making some changes and giving some impact in your life. Ain't that right, Coach?
Oh man, Coach Stella, I was thinking the other day, the blog is free information. There are some people I need my life to change, but you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
They may not have gotten the book, but you can get a free chapter from the book on
That's
the
it.
blog.
That's
It's
it.
still a generated thought. See, I'm a minister first, okay? I love the Lord. Just like you,
Yes.
we love God, right?
Yes.
And we understand, some people, their money is funny and they can't pay for the book. And there are some people, if you could pay for the book, you should buy the book, right?
That's it.
Buy the book. But here's the deal. There are some people who can't buy the book. And they say,
Yeah.
you know what, coach, I can't afford the $24.95. I can't afford the $24.95. Then what we say is, hey, listen, you may not be able to afford the $24.95, but you know what you could do? You can afford to take some time out weekly
That's it.
and go to the blog. Just go to the
And
blog and then
go.
read that. And here's the deal, Coach Della. If you're faithful with reading the blog and applying the principle, before you know it, your money won't be funny. Before you know it, you'll start taking grip of some things. And then next thing you know, you can buy the book. Then next thing you know, you can come to the group coaching community. Then next thing you know, you can go one-on-one. Then next thing you know what? You got your own services. People are just constantly growing every day. But you got to be willing
That's
to
it.
start.
That is it. You got to be willing to start. So there's nothing impossible. All you have to do is step out on faith and be willing enough to start. As a matter of fact, we're going to start right into this blog, just giving them a taste and a nugget of what we're talking about. You see, today's conversation that we're going to be sharing with you is talking about stop caring about what others think. Okay, because let me tell you, when we stop caring about what others thinks about us, what we're doing, what we're saying, how we doing it, how we saying it, I am telling you, the joy and the freedom that you will have will be something priceless. Because oftentimes what happens, Coach, is that we're more focused on what other people say, other people do, other people think, then what we know that's good for us.
Yes.
And
You're
what
so right.
go ahead. You know what? I'm gonna let you get up there because what I love, I'm about to actually bring you in because what I was about to say is what I loved about what you was talking is about that focusing. You know how when you focusing on what other people think, mental health is a real deal, and because we focus on what other people think, it puts us in bad headspace. But when we focusing on what's good for us, then it's like chains being broken, a sense of release. Talk to me, Coach.
I totally agree with you. When I was thinking about this whole subject, I thought about, having grown up with the struggle of overwhelmingly thinking about what other people thought of me and how much it paralyzed me because there was greatness in me from birth. There was greatness in you from birth. But the truth is we're conditioned. We're taught. We're surrounded by so many different views that a lot of times we're unable to become who we were destined to be because we've allowed our surroundings, we've allowed those opinions to be the guide. So someone said, you shouldn't even try for that. Nobody in the family has ever been there before. Or you start, you shouldn't dress like this. And who do you think you are? I had a lot of struggles in that. And so this whole subject about focusing on self first, focusing on those who matter, focus on your career, focusing on your spiritual walk, focusing on your finances, just focusing on you will make you such a better person. And so I'm looking forward to this talk. We got a lot of points to talk about on today's conversation.
And you know what? You're not alone in that journey of when you said about the struggles. Because I know myself, I too have struggled a few, all throughout my life, as a matter of fact, since I've been 10 years old, because of the words that people have spoken over me, the words that they would say that what I'm not going to be able to do, being the oldest on both sides, my mother's side, my dad's side, looking at other kids on a block that seemingly have so much. And so I was just concerned about if, my clothes come from the thrift store, what they would think if they know if it come from a thrift store or consignment store. And it was just so much pressure and weight on me even as a youth that I carried that on into the into my adulthood. And so it boxed me in, it caged me. And one of the things that I like about that you gave us as a nugget, and I really want to bring this out, you said happier people don't even think about others.
Yes,
They
come
don't
on,
think
right?
about others. When people are just more in tune with living their life on their own terms,
Yeah,
focusing on things that pleases them,
yeah,
they have so much joy, and
yeah,
it radiates, it
yeah,
permeates. And
yes,
it's
yeah,
like you really think about when I took a moment when you wrote that. That is so true. They ain't concerned about what somebody else say. They over there doing their own thing. You know, I'm over here sleeping, losing sleep at night because I'm trying to about what they're gonna say if I come in like this.
yeah,
Somebody else who's all secure.
yeah,
Hello, you heard? I say the word secure. They like they go to bed, they wake up, they put on their stuff, just like everything else. So when we talk about this, Coach, what do you think about those habits also that's formed, you know, because of we being concerned about what other people say?
it once again it imprisons us and causes us to not be able to maximize our potential.
Yeah,
Okay, the goal of every individual is not to compare oneself but to
yeah,
study oneself. Okay, the goal is not to compare yourself but to study self and then decide to maximize
that's
yourself.
it.
So first and foremost is you need to know you, and you could live a long time and not know you. And we live in a world where there's just so much
That
copy.
is.
There's so much copy. Very few people are themselves. And so, you know what, Coach Della, I remember the first time I met you, I was like, this woman is a bundle of joy. I'm talking about, I could do a party with her. I could do life with, this could be my rock. Hey, listen, let's roll and do life. Now, here's the deal. Here's what I've come to understand. I know my life. I've since learned and heard our Coach Della Major talk about her life. And we have all had challenges.
Yes.
But every day you still decide to get up and say, you know what? I'm not going to allow what happened yesterday, last month, or last year to dictate how I show up in the world. But here's what I still notice, Coach, that there are people who they may not let the opinion of the past, but what they let is the opinion of people in the
Yes,
present
that
still
is.
hold them back. Do you know how many ministering opportunities I have been given around the world? And about 85% of them, I walk off the stage knowing that I did not give my best. You know why I did not give my best? Because I went on that stage trying to be someone else and trying to please either the minister on the side. I'm trying to please the congregation. I'm trying to, it's all external rather than me tapping on the anointing that's on the inside and say, God, whatever you have for these people today, may I arise to the occasion of bringing what
Come
you
on.
have for these people today. Let me not look to the right, let me not look to the left, but let me stay focused on you, Lord. And may the words
Wow.
out of my mouth come
On.
forth with power. And had I done that, it would have been a whole different Ricardo Miller. But I'm here today to be transparent and very honest with our viewers.
Yeah.
85% of my
That's
ministry
it.
platform opportunities were not me. You know why? Because I was all caught up in what other people said. As a matter of fact, Coach, I remember doing a meeting, 3,500 people in the audience.
Come on.
And I remember preparing for that keynote speech.
Uh-huh.
I went to the store and bought clothes like the last keynote speaker the year before. Okay? I can remember inquiring of a speech therapist to help me to get rid of my accent.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm trying to learn how to tune down my accent. And then, I had a little tutor trying to work on my diction, and I want proper pronunciation. And listen up, y'all. If you follow Effective Living long enough, you know I'm all about getting better.
Right.
But see, it should be for you and your potential.
That's it.
Better not be for a check mark of society. Come on, somebody. Better should not be for a check mark from society. Better should be a check mark from God. Better should be a check mark from self. So that when I go on that podium or that platform and I walk off of there, I say, God, I left it all out there. Come on. I left what you gave me to give to the people and let the chips fall where they may.
Wow. You know, Coach, I'm so loving what you just saying. I mean, I'm talking, I am over here. I can just run right now. Why? Because what you saying is breaking walls,
Yeah,
breaking and tearing down these barriers. Because I am telling you, there are not only just in the ministry component, in a professional world and
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
those individuals that we see that sound so prolific in
yeah,
public speaking
yeah,
platforms, always in the presence of other individuals who silently is saying the same exact thing that you just transparently shared with us. And when we think about it, when you really sit them down one on one, you be so amazed as to what they say. Well, you know what? I wasn't always like this. This is not how I used to be. I used to compare myself. I used to do this. I trained under this person and I try to be like them. I try to wear their coat
yeah, yeah.
and
Come
their
on.
coat didn't fit. I
Yeah,
try to put on their armor and their armor didn't fit. But the moment that I said, I just got to be myself.
yeah. Coach Della, I could say this with confidence, and we're not going to be held hostage to the blog because we flowing right
That's
now.
it. We float.
But you know what? I have to say this because this is going to help somebody. And if you're watching on YouTube, you need to share this link
That's
and
it.
subscribe to this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, I want you to
Yeah.
share. But here's what I know, Coach Della.
Come on.
This is a fact. Every moment that I had success in, that was truly success, I was myself. Every moment that I had that accelerated me to the next level, I did not care about.
Come on.
Even now
on.
with my current space.
Come on.
You know, I've written a book, I've done the blogs, I've done the website, I'm doing these live on social media, I'm coaching and I'm consulting and all that stuff. And I found that even the clients that I work best with are not the ones I'm trying to please the client, but I'm being true to myself, to what I bring to the client.
That's it.
In other words, I am not trying to be a yes person to the client when that's not what they came for. They came for my expertise. And if someone would allow me to be honest, and if someone would allow me to be true, and if someone would allow me not to overly concern myself with the external, but allow the God in me to bring forth my gift to help in the coaching, the consulting, or the speaking, that's when God shows up the most. But every single time that I overly involve myself with people's thought of me, I lost.
You know what? I am in the transformational space. I'm a life transformational coach. And one of the things that we deal with is authenticity. When an individual is living their true self, being authentic, getting down to the core, being very real, not only are you a magnet, but people need individuals that can relate to what they're going through and that can help them do one word that transformation said, and that's the change. You know my famous line. It's a change, bring a change, baby. And I love it. And the reason why, because it takes you out of that realm of trying to paint yourself and paint a picture that just don't fit. That's just not you. And what gravitated me towards this platform and towards you, Coach, is exactly what you just did. Your transparency, your authenticity, you being real, you being who you are, your accent and all. The moment you try to change and become somebody that you are not, then people, look, game begins game.
Yeah.
People who understand real things, they know when somebody is being fake. And nobody wants to be around something or someone that is fake. And that's the reason why I love when you said we need to start focusing on what we want, love, and think. Then rather than following somebody who don't even know nothing about you or who don't have nothing in relatable to you. You talked about me earlier. Look, I wake up like this.
Come on, Bob.
Right? Because I have the joy of the Lord is my strength. And the moment, I'm telling you, Coach, the moment I'm just sitting there quiet, people's like, Are
What's
you
wrong?
okay?
Mhm.
Is
Mhm.
everything fine? Why?
Yeah.
Because when you not in your true character, your
Yeah.
true authentic self, it would show,
Yeah.
and people gravitate. They draw to
Yeah.
the realness of that. Why? Because life is inevitable, baby, and it is real. And right now, people need to know how to live this life. We talk
Yeah.
about effective living tonight,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Is we are on Effective Living Monday Night Conversations. I am here with my own coach, Coach Ricardo Miller. Look, if you don't have a coach, if you don't have somebody, a mentor that you can call and that you can connect with, I'm telling you today, you need to get one. Yes, I am a coach who
Yeah.
got a coach.
Yeah.
Why? Because I
Yeah.
don't know it all. And he
Yeah.
always teaches us that there is somebody out there that God has designed to help us. And
Yeah.
God has sent him to me. And I'm telling you, you need to get your own. But the key thing we're talking about, stop caring
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
what others think, what
You,
others say or do.
Woo.
Stop caring.
You
Because
know
why?
that.
When you living you, when you're doing you, you're gonna be a happy person. Come on, coach.
You know, there are some people who won't even accept the help of the person who's assigned to help because what will people think? I'm going to
Come
coach
on.
up for coaching, or she's younger than me, she's older than me.
That's it. You are
Who's,
saying something.
who's ever assigned to help you? Let them help you.
Let them
Whatever people think, that's on them. You're trying to be free. The Bible says, "Whom the Son set free is free
it's
indeed."
free
Now,
indeed.
here's the deal: someone is assigned to help you,
That's
but
it.
the someone may not be packaged the way you prefer.
That's oh.
Okay, it may not be packaged the way your circle or those you run with are prepared to give you a thumbs up with. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you're paying them, or you're reading her book, you're reading his book. Listen, the truth is, you know what I've learned, Coach Della? I have come to accept this as a truth, and that is all that we need
Yeah.
is already accessible to us to
Uh-huh.
get us where we belong. Now, the challenge is we have to get past all of the opinions. Because, see, when I start working out, why is he working out so much? And when I go to pay for a book, I wouldn't pay that much money for a book. When you go decide to upgrade your car, oh, I would never buy a car like that. Oh, I don't do YouTube. I don't want to do no YouTube live because YouTube ain't it no more.
Oh my goodness.
Snapchat.
Come on.
People and their thoughts can imprison you.
They can imprison you. They can box you in. They can actually, it's nothing but a distraction, but they can even stop
Yeah.
your next blessing or your destiny. Identity crisis is a real thing. And oftentimes, when we are more caring about what other people think, say, or even think about or do, tell us to do, is because we're dealing with an identity crisis sometimes too. Why? Because we struggle with who I am, with what I want, what other people say I should be. Now, I remember this one time when I was at worship, and I'm just an extrovert person. I'm talkative in the sense, not really, but I'm engaging. I love to hear. I love to, have conversations with whosoever. I don't care the age, genre, gender, color, race. It's just my makeup. But I remember I allowed this one person to come and say, you know what? You need to tone that down. You shouldn't be like that. You need to,
Yeah,
you need to
yeah,
not do that. As a matter
yeah.
of fact, not everybody wants people like that to be up in their face. They probably don't even want to even have a conversation. You you're just doing too much.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. No, you gotta let me jump on that because see, I had someone told me a few months back. They said, I take pictures. I love pictures. Listen, from I was 16 in high school, I was taking pictures of everything. Okay, and so I was with a group, and someone walked past, and I said, hey, make sure you catch me on my good side. And the lady, she said, men don't have good side. Men, what you mean men don't have good side? If men gonna take pictures, why can't they have good side? See, what's it? They gonna jump at me. I'm talking about men. Listen, your husband ain't taking no picture. I'm taking pictures, okay? My wife likes my pictures, so stay out of the way. I'm taking pictures for her to like. Now, watch this. This is another one. So I was talking a few years ago,
Uh-huh.
and she said, "Excuse me, sir, that's not a word." Pardon me? She said, "That's not a word, what you just said." I said, "It may not be to you, but did you understand what I said?" She said, "Yes, I understood what you were trying to say." And I said, "That's where the formation for words come from. It comes to help bring understanding.
Thank you.
And if
That's
you
it.
understand what I meant, then I am communicating." So I said, it may not be in the dictionary, but who say I can be the one to create this word that then becomes the official word of the year. Every year, Coach Dell, I told the audience, every year they'll tell you at the end of the year, these are new
Yes,
words.
they do. Yes.
These are new words.
Yes,
And
they
so
do.
why can't Ricardo Miller? Come on, somebody.
Come on.
Think selfie wasn't always a word. Twitter
Never
wasn't
was.
always a word.
Yeah.
Facebook wasn't. LinkedIn wasn't always a word. And there are so many other words that weren't always. Pretty much all words were once not a
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
But as we live and evolve and become, we got to be careful because see, Coach Della, we okay with someone else creating a word, but we're
That's
not
it.
okay with our friends creating a word.
That's it.
See, we don't want someone close to us to be known for having created something.
Mm-hmm.
Other people can create something, but
Mm-hmm.
not you.
You know what? You just said something very key, though. Especially when we're talking about how things are created. Everything evolves into
Yeah.
something. There is a creation. Imagine if life itself just stopped. So
Yeah.
imagine we just be the same old. Nothing is evolving. Nothing is moving forward. Nothing is growing. Nothing is developing. And so not only that, the concept and the ideas of things is every day is something new. Look, we are in the month of July. This
Yes.
is the 7th month. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's going to be so many things happening from the month of July to December before
Yeah.
December hit that it's
That's,
going to like change how
yeah.
it's going to affect 2023.
Yeah.
So when you said, creation of new words,
Yeah.
thinking thoughts, let's combination, let's keep
Yeah.
it real. They even went so far in certain word terms, gave it a culture. They
Come
said
on.
this is urban language.
Yes. Come on.
Okay, so then they say it's Ebonics.
Yes. Come
Okay,
on.
so don't play with me. So what you just said is really, really so key. And
Yeah.
that's the reason why we cannot stay stuck. We
Yeah.
cannot be bound. We
Yeah.
cannot be distracted from moving forward and being successful. But then at the same time, being who we were created to be.
Yeah.
Imagine if the Oprahs, the
Yeah.
Michael Gates,
Yeah.
the Bill Gates, I mean to say,
Yeah.
the Michael Jackson, the Magic Jordan, Johnson, Michael Jordan, all of these
Yeah.
people who really
Change the game.
changed the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine if they would have just been thinking about what other people say. Look, when Michael Jordan retired
Yeah.
and he came back into the game, a lot of people kept telling him, you just should stay retired. You shouldn't
Yeah.
come back. You shouldn't do
Yeah.
what you have to do. But not only did he come back, he
Mhm.
won the champ the first year. Okay,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
knew what he had to do. Then
Yeah.
he came back and won 2 more, won
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Dude, let's keep
Yeah.
it real here.
Yeah.
So what am I saying? When we stop focusing on
Yeah.
what other people say,
Yeah.
think, or try to tell us to do, instead of us focusing and being happy with ourselves and doing what we have been called to do,
Yeah.
then you will see transition, you will see transformation, you will see change all throughout. That means we will stop caring about what other people think, and you will maximize your full potential and becoming all that you were designed to be.
Wow.
You
Wow.
know what? And so, Coach, I know we got six principles
Yes.
that
Let's
we
do
want
it.
to jump in and hit on too. And I think that the very first one right now is going to transition us even into our second segment of our show. And the very first principle that we're talking about and when the rest to moving forward is, remember, people really aren't that interested in you.
You know,
You're not that important. They just don't like they want either something that you really got. So they ain't really interested in you. They just want you to stop so that you won't be better than them. So
yeah,
let's
yeah.
just be truthful.
You know, I when I started to think about that, I started to think, I've met people all over the place, and they're like, oh my goodness, everybody's talking about me, and nobody likes me, and nobody wants to sit me. I was like, nobody. The world got 8 billion people on it, and you're talking about nobody. I mean, you think everybody's thinking about you? Come on, you think everybody's thinking about even who we would perceive to be the most important person in the world don't have everybody thinking about them. Okay, still don't have everybody. If you could free, watch this. If you're watching us, if you could free yourself just off of that statement, stop thinking that everybody's thinking about you. Because the truth is, I'm safe to say nobody's thinking about you.
That's right.
Maybe one or two persons may have had your name in the locker room or in the coffee break room or in the parking lot, and they don't even matter. Okay, they beneath you. Oh Lord, did I just say beneath you? I know somebody that don't. Nobody's beneath you. Okay, whatever you want to say about you, but the truth is, they shouldn't have even gotten any of your attention about people, because most people really don't care about you. As a matter of fact, how many, for the people who think I ain't feeling that, how many things I am on my own run with. I'm trying to make happen for me,
Okay.
for me to be thinking about you all along, all day long, is to put a weight on my shoulder. It's to put a weight on my destiny. It's to put a weight on my potential. It will limit me from being my greatest self, because I've chosen to carry people that weren't preordained to be with me. So you gotta let people go.
Ooh, you just said something. I'm carrying people who was never preordained to be with me. It says, for whom God has called, he predestined. That means your life is already planned. He's just waiting for you, just get in the right position. Everything about you is already written in the book. He's just waiting for you to fulfill it. So that means your life has already been set. I'm telling you that. Your life has already been set. It's up to you to find out what it is. And it's up to you to activate it. It's up to you to carry out what you've been called to do. But it's already done. So imagine you trying to bring on and hold on to individuals that was never meant for you to hold on to or to be with you. That's what you're doing when you caring about what other people think. Because I'm telling you, that is you wearing, like Coach said, you wearing that on your shoulder. But if you really think about this, do you really, really think that there are individuals in your life that wakes up every morning and say, oh, I wonder what Della's thinking. Oh, I wonder what Della's doing. Oh, I just know she got to have on a black shirt. Oh, and she put on these red earrings today. Oh, come on. That alone just lets you think, look, stop caring about what other people thinking about you, because you ain't thinking about them. So set yourself free. And now, this leads us to principle number 2. Okay? I need for you to tell yourself a different story. How you going to tell another story? Everything in life is a storytelling.
It's straight
so
up.
You need to tell yourself that I am, I shall, and I will. And not only that, I can. Oh my God. Hey, Coach, you need to tell yourself that I am, I shall, and I will, and I can. Come on, Coach. Can you do bigger and greater things?
Of course, right? And so when you learn to tell yourself that different story, which I remember I produced a shirt that a lot of people are requesting, and I may bring it back. And the shirt says, "Good things are always happening to me." It was my story. It's the story I tell myself. And here's what I found. My life started to reflect what I declared. My life started to reflect what I wore on the shirt.
That's it.
So is somebody hating on me? My story is everybody loves me. Oh man, watch it. My story is I'm blessed. I'm favorably blessed. Listen, man. Everywhere I go, somebody likes me. Oh my goodness. I told my mama, I said, listen, I got family in Chicago, I got them in Mexico, and Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, kids all over the United States, LA, Florida. I mean, listen, Alabama. I got family all over the place. Now, here's the deal, Coach. With us in Effective Living, we talk about faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. And a lot of people are like, I don't have any friends. What? Why don't you have no friends? Why don't you have no one that you could even call family, like friends who are like family interchangeably? I
Exactly.
have friends who are equal to me like blood relatives. That's
I do
how
too.
strong we
Come
are.
on.
Okay? I'm talking about learning to accept the fact that I have changed the story that the world is so big and nobody
Yes.
is for me. My story now is no matter where I go, somebody is favorably looking out for me. Hello.
And that's it. Woo! You know, that's a hand snap and a clap on that. Right? Because, see, that's what we do. See, when you are living that effective life, when
Yeah.
you are living your true, authentic self, when you are allowing this journey of life, we call life, just
Yeah.
allow you to glow and to evolve. When you're focusing on the good stuff, then not only are you a magnet,
Yeah.
but you do what principle 3 says, meet other people.
Yeah.
Because why? You're going to become contagious. People wants to look, who wants to be around a dead thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody wants to be around anything dead, anything sad and sorrow. Life itself could bring our own trials and tribulations. I don't need to be around gloom and doom. I want to be around somebody that's going to, one, take my mind off of the
Yeah.
craziness and just, hey, joy
Yeah.
begets joy, and we
Yeah.
got happiness,
Yeah.
happy feelings,
Yeah.
happy everything. And I too, Coach, am a people person. I
Yeah.
too, wherever I go, it's like just gonna have a wonderful conversation
Yeah.
with anybody. My daughters laugh at me all the time. They say, Mom, we can't take you nowhere. I said, what do you mean? They say every time you turn around, you got people telling you their whole life story. You mean something. I'm like, look, I show myself friendly
Yeah.
because I believe in being friendly and receiving that
Yeah.
connection. Do you not know, Coach, if we didn't network and
Yeah.
meet other people, we'd just
Yeah.
be on an island of one.
Right. Yes. Yes. In addition, Coach Della, I found this to be true. I found this to be
Yeah,
true, and that watch this. This is why you have to meet new people. There is a group of people that will celebrate you. There
oh,
are a group of people that will look
yes.
forward in you. There are people who the room lights up when they see you. Now,
That's
here's
right.
a I think it's Mike Murdoch who said this quote. He says, "Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated." You want to get to the point where you start to find where are the rooms that wants me to be in it?
That's
Where
it.
are the tables that are looking forward
That's
to
it.
be at the table?
That's it.
Where are the tribes
That's it.
where I belong and it feels good to belong? Because here's the
That's
deal.
it.
When you start thinking about these people don't like me, they hate on me and all that stuff, you may
Yeah.
change your circle. Meet more people. Because there are some people when you showed up, they're gonna like how you cook, they like how you talk,
That's
they like
it.
press, they like how you connect. You know
That's
what,
it.
Coach Della, you have so much gift that like when you're sitting on the aircraft, you're gonna meet somebody and their
That's
life
it.
is gonna be blessed by it. In a restaurant, their life is gonna be blessed by it. At
That's it.
church, their life is gonna be
That's
blessed by it.
it.
But here's the deal: how in the world will someone like that be lonely? No, you gonna have people.
No.
You gonna have people.
You know what? You used one word just a few minutes ago, and it just really just complimented and it accelerated everything what we just shared. And that word was tribe.
Yeah,
Do you know what happens when you're connecting and when
yeah,
you are in the midst of your tribe?
yeah,
There's such a unity,
yeah,
there's such a oneness, but then
yeah,
at the same time, there's an elevation that comes when you are connected with like-minded people. That means it's no way you can go and move forward to the next level when you are amongst your tribe. Why? Because everybody has the same mindset, everybody's on the same platform. And see,
yeah,
with the effective living, ladies and gentlemen, on this platform, especially with our group coaching platform, you will find your tribe because it's all about a community. It's
yeah,
all about us operating as one, us celebrating, appreciating,
yeah,
elevating, and then, encouraging,
yeah,
empowering one another to reach to that full level of potential. It's not about what Coach said, what Billy said, some of the other members. It's about how can we help you
Yeah.
be able to shine and
Yeah.
celebrate you. And see, that's what happens when you're talking about and you're on this platform where you're not thinking about what others think about you, but you're on a platform where your tribe is saying, how can I be with them for you? How can I celebrate you? And
Yeah.
coach, I just love it on the fact what effective living platform is all about. Like you said, our 5 F's: family, fun, fitness, finances, and faith. Well, how we building up all of these 5 F's, and we making them as a unity of one, which
Yeah.
leaves us, to talk about not only, meeting, telling ourselves a different story, not only going out and connecting with other people. Now I got a family in Texas. I got a family in some of the other community. I got
Yeah.
an international family. Why? All by me being part of my tribe. Okay. But then
Yeah.
point principle number 4 talks about us focus on controlling our thoughts and
Yeah.
not the other people's thoughts. And what's good about that is the fact that we're thinking here. That
Yeah.
means we're having a transformed mind. And a transformed mind says that I'm not going to allow negative, toxic, or
Yeah.
any toxic people, toxic thoughts, or anything that's going to take me out of what my true journey is all about. And so, coach, what do you think about that? Focusing on, my thoughts, controlling ourselves, because I think it's important.
It is super, super important. The Bible says it this way: casting down every vain imagination
Yeah.
and every high thought that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. What is the knowledge of God? It's truth.
Yeah.
Anything that goes against the character of God, what goes against the idea of purposeful living in
Yeah.
alignment with your potential and
Yes.
all things good. So watch this, Coach Della. When I stood on platforms, you look in the audience and you will start to think, oh, oh, she thinks this, and you look in the audience and you think he thinks this, and you walk in a lobby and you start looking, you say, why are they looking at me? And if you let that thing play with you, you will
Ooh.
never come out of your room. You will never come out of your
Oh.
house. You will never come out of your
Oh.
car. You will never walk out on that stage. If you keep letting other people's thought overtake your thoughts, and now you start thinking about what you think they think, oh, you're talking about, see, when I talk about creating a life you need a vacation from, it's
Yeah.
impossible to do that if you're overly concerned about everybody's opinions of you in your head.
That is.
In your head. It's the people who say, oh, Coach Miller, he should shave off that beard because it's making him a little bit older. Or he should not be on YouTube. He should be actually on TV. Or the person who said, oh, I wouldn't use red, I would use purple. Or, everybody has, but watch this. Even if that's what they're thinking, that's not the issue. The issue is I am allowing myself to perceive what they're thinking, and I'm
That's it.
feeding that. And the more I feed that, I slow myself down from being my best self.
Oh,
So
you said something there.
come
You
on.
said something. You just said something, coach, and I really want you to hit that again. You said when you're thinking and perceiving about what other people thinking and saying that you slow yourself down.
You slow yourself down. And here's the deal. I'm going back again. I have done some good things in my life so far. But I promise you, I can look back over my life
Mm-hmm.
at 46 years old
Mm-hmm.
and having done hundreds, if not thousands of
Wow.
presentations. And 85% of them
85%.
were not authentic.
Wow.
85% of them were not me. 85% of them I walked out on stage or front of cameras or grabbed the mic overly thinking in my head. When, guess what? My spiritual dad, Apostle Wells, said this to me years ago. I was in Nigeria. And I remember him saying to me, he said, Miller, they invite you. He said, they invite you, give them you. Hello.
Oh,
See, don't even feed the last presenter who came before me or the one who's coming after me.
that's it.
Nothing to do with me. I
Yes.
am here now to bring me glory to God. And let me tell you something. At this age in my life, I am now learning how to tap into not allowing thoughts of other people, when the truth is most of those thoughts aren't even real. But thoughts that I've allowed to be in my head. Oh my goodness, those people are so established and they got more money than me, and they're this and they're that. And I'm playing that in my head. It weakens me and it dims my light and it hinders me from being my best self.
You know what? I can't say it for nobody else, but you just said it as good as plain as daylight. I could be the best Della Major as I can be.
Straight up.
I can't be somebody else's version of Della Major. I can be the best Della Major. I can't be a best Beyonce or some other people's that look, there we go. I can't be a Lisa Nichols.
Come on, right. Yeah, right.
And that's one of my other coaches that I follow. I can't be a Lisa Nichols on this major platform, but I could be the best Della Major there is. I could be my true, authentic self. Why? Because this is whom I was created to be. I was created to be this little bald head, short, dynamic, eclectic type of individual. I was not created to say the same words as Lisa Nichols. I was not created to do exactly the same thing as Lisa Nichols, but I can say it and do it in Della Major true form. And that's controlling my thoughts. That's controlling who I am. And then that's also leading us into principle number 5. I'm not trying to please everybody.
You know, that's one of my favorite.
That's it. That was one of my very favorite principles. I can't please everybody because let me tell you this: as soon as I do something to make you happy now, soon as it's over, you're gonna want me to do something else. So it's never no pleasing everybody. So when you out there trying to be concerned about what people think, say, or want you to do, you try to please them, then you losing yourself. You said something key earlier, slowing you down. Who told you to do what they told you to do? Who told you to go left when God told you to go right? Who you over there trying to please? Because as soon as you please them, they still ain't satisfied. Come on, coach. People still ain't satisfied.
You know, one of my favorite sayings is that, you know, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
You're not.
Okay, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And another statement that I refer to a lot in my coaching sessions is that nobody, watch this, not everybody loves KFC. Not everybody loves Popeye's chicken. Not everybody loves Williams chicken. Not everybody loves, you know, there's Lisa's chicken, there's Mama's chicken, there's Auntie's chicken. There's so many types of chicken.
So many kinds, right.
But somebody still don't like that chicken. And the truth be told, but somebody loves it.
And there's nobody who loves it. That's the reason why they exist.
See, so with all of these people in the world, when we can learn that, listen, you can't please everybody, and you will lose yourself trying to please it. As a matter of fact, I've been teaching some of my coaching clients, it's okay for some people to walk away.
Okay.
It's okay for some people not to take advantage of your service because you're not best for them. You may not be best for. Listen, there are certain. Watch this. There are certain food types. If I eat that food, it messes my stomach up. Now, here's the deal. If the food isn't bad, my stomach makeup is different than that type of food. It's called, there's a term even we know of as allergic, okay? You could be allergic to one thing, and it can be my favorite thing. Hello. Okay.
Hello, somebody. Let's go.
Somebody said, what's this? I don't like Joel Osteen. I like me some T.D. Jakes. I don't like T.D. Jakes, but I like me some Creflo Dollar. I don't like Creflo Dollar, but I like me some Joyce Myers. I don't like Joyce Myers, but I like me some Fred Hunt. See, listen, guys. Listen. There's enough gifts in the body for us to learn how to just shut our mouth when that's not your preference. And you just simply says, you know, I don't do tea. You can give me coffee. I don't do fried chicken. You can give me grill. I don't do teaching. I do preaching. I don't do prophetic. What I do deliverance. Hello. Whatever it is, embrace your cup of tea and let whoever else choose not to have what you have, let them be.
Let them be. You know what? I had just came from finally getting a chance to get a couple days away. Just so, you know, refocus, rethink, refresh. Look, I recommend you doing that, because
Yes.
sometimes when you are like in anything, when you're getting ready for your next level, you take moments out to study, because it's
Also,
a
yeah.
test that you take going to the next level, right? So when you know you need to get ready to go to the next level, that's going to pull on you. Sometimes you need to take a step back, reflect, relax, let yourself be, and then get prepared, right? So, but one of the things, and this is along the line that we're talking about, I don't like fries.
Yeah. See?
And that's not an American thing. Who
Right.
don't like French fries? I don't like fries. I
Yeah.
just don't like fries. So
See?
every time I order a meal, I say, can I get something other
Yeah.
than fries?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my friends, they are amazed that I
Yeah.
don't want to eat the fries. So they're saying, no, give me her fries. Not get the fries. So they begin to try to tell the story of leave my fries on my plate.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying something.
Yeah.
They decided to
Yeah.
tell the waiter,
Yeah.
leave the fries on the plate.
Yeah.
They decided to change my order. They
Yeah.
decided to, instead of me getting what I want, they
Yeah.
was the one
Yeah.
trying to dictate what's going to be on my plate. And
Yeah.
what we're telling you is you can't please everybody, but
Yeah.
you don't allow somebody else to change what you want for yourself. When you know who you are, if I don't want fries, I don't want
No
fries
fries.
on my plate. It's up to me to say, keep the fries. So what did I do? I'm like, no, you take those fries and give me this. You want some fries? You order
Oh,
your
you some
fries
fries.
for yourself. So we are saying something. You can't
Yes.
please everybody,
You
but when
can.
you are knowing who you are, when
Yeah.
you controlling your thoughts, when you know you telling yourself your story,
Yeah.
okay, when you are operating and remembering, don't be focusing on what somebody else thinks, but you're focusing on what you think.
Yeah.
Then that's what allows you to be able to live your life effective, and allowing you to be able to live your life on your own terms.
Coach Della, Coach Della, you just blessed me so up just now. You just blessed, because you know, I said, some of the people close to me, they've seen me in meetings and opportunities where people would talk, and I have to say this, Coach Della, I haven't said it lately a lot because they've caught it right. I said I'm 46 years old. I know how to say I don't want no fries.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, I know I ain't no child. Don't bring no fries on my plate. I
Don't
already
bring it on my
told you.
plate.
If I'm paying for this meal, don't bring me no fries. Okay. Now here's the deal. A lot of people. Oh, well, okay. Well, everybody else is eating fries. Let me go ahead and get me some fries. But
Exactly.
everybody's buying this kind of house. Everybody's living over here. I remember a few years ago, I was thinking when I was making some moves, right? And I thought, you know what? I should just go and buy a house right away rather than rent an apartment. And I said, no, I want to do an apartment first. And a friend of mine, well, you qualify to get a house. You should just go get a house. I said, no, I'm going to go ahead and get me an apartment, and I'm going to get the apartment what I want. And he said, well, you shouldn't waste your money. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Oh, what's it? Then I bought me a little truck. I bought this truck. I always wanted a truck like this, right? I always wanted this particular truck. And I bought the truck, went and got the truck pimped up, put on some wheels on the truck, special tires, put the back stuff on the truck, pulled up. I pulled up at church feeling good about my truck. And one brother walked up, brother, that's not the kind of truck that I see you in. What in the world? Who are you to see me in that I am not called to see myself in? That you are going to go ahead and distinguish in this atmosphere your opinion of what you think I should have as to what I want to drive. I went on the property, looked at this truck, admired the truck, purchased the truck, did the upgrades for the truck, driving the truck like I love the truck because I did love the truck. Now, here's the deal, people. There was a time in my life, and Coach Della, it had someone said to me 25, 30 years ago, oh, Coach Miller, I don't like that black shirt on you. When I finished this live, I would throw this shirt in the trash 25 years ago.
Wow.
25 years ago,
Wow.
someone said,
See?
I don't like how your glass, or I don't like your bed like that. Either I would have died or I would have cut it off completely because somebody said something, and then I started making adjustments. Somebody asked me, remember when I was getting married the other day. I'm gonna say this and we're gonna move on. Somebody said, "Well, what did they?" And I'm not gonna call but what did these people think about you? About who you gonna marry? What people think? What did you know? When I stood up at the altar, it was just me and her. What you mean? What do people think? Look at me. I'm 46 years old. Hey, hello, coach. What you mean? You know, there are people like that. What's your parents think? What does the pastor think? What's your cousin think? What's your sibling think? And a lot of people, they go and get what everybody else think, and then they find themselves miserable. Guess what? I'm a blessed man because I'm living in my lane, finding out what it is that I'm supposed to have to live life to the fullest.
And you know what? You just said something. I'm a blessed man.
Yep.
Because I'm living in my own lane, and I'm living it on my own terms, and I'm enjoying, and I'm happy, and the joy of the Lord is my strength. See, my queen, your queen, and I love me some Karen Miller. Your queen was designed for you, not for them, but for you. And like you said, it was me and her at the altar, not me, her, and you. So when we stop caring about other people and what they think and would say, then look, what did you just say? I am blessed. Why? Because I'm living my life my own terms and the way that God designed for it, because I am blessed. And isn't it something good to be able to walk and to be blessed when you are connected with the person that you was designed to be connected to? And you know, you and I, we talked about the divorce thing, because I myself is divorced, but see, I'm married to Christ right now. People say, when did you get married? Oh, when he gave me my dad's salvation, because that was the moment that it changed. I put it on. Yeah, I put a ring on it. Why? Because I'm married to him. The only way how the ring come off, coach, is when he send me the right one. Because when a man finds the right, he finds a good thing. And so you already know. But it is transitioning us into our last point and our last segment here as we wrapping up. I know this last principle is going to knock a couple people, because we've been talking about don't be caring and thinking about what other people think or say or want you to do. But principle number 6 says it's okay to care what others think. Okay? It is okay. Because I don't want you to like, no, it's okay to a measure. Because you want to know why? Something that they said, because God can use anybody. It's a confirmation. To what you already know or what he's already told you. So sometimes it is okay to care. Because why? God can use anybody, and he can send a word to anybody to share what he's already confirming with you, what you already know. So that word can be that crossover to helping you for your next transition. In other words, we eat the watermelon, baby, and throw away the seed. We eat the fish and get rid of the bones. Come on, coach.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And you're so right. We eat the watermelon, spit out the seed. And you know what? It helps too when we understand that, yes, some people have an opinion, and their opinion is needed. And one, I'm a big believer that you should invite certain people in your life to have an opinion, but not everybody. And so here's a statement I'm going to say that's a strong statement. Everybody's opinion doesn't matter.
Does not.
Not everybody. Everybody's opinion doesn't matter. But there are some people, their opinion matters. Okay? There are some people whose opinion matters. And here's the deal. Nobody's opinion matters all the time. So there are times you have to have a spirit of discernment to know.
There it is.
I'm going to introduce that word. You got to have a spirit of discernment to be able to identify this is a respected voice in my life.
That's it.
But let me tell you something. The devil used Peter. Okay? The devil used Peter, and Jesus had to say, get thee behind me, devil. All right? because anybody can be used by the devil. And so you have to have a prayed up life. You got to
Yes.
have a time alone to be
That's
able
it.
to understand all words being spoken are not all words ordained for you. You have to be you have to be able to dissect through. You want to be able to go through and look at those, and that's where discernment kicks in. Watch this. The Bible says this, and I'm done. In all you're getting, get an
That's
understanding.
it.
You want to get an understanding that, guess what? A teacher can be wrong. A doctor can be wrong. A police officer can be wrong. A lawyer can be wrong. A pastor can be wrong.
That's
A
it.
parent can be wrong. A friend can be wrong.
That's
Come
it.
on, a neighbor can be wrong. A
That's it.
professor can be wrong. A principal can be wrong. No one is
Yeah.
exempt from being wrong.
That's it, coach.
So even you can be wrong. And that's
That's
why
it.
you have to have trusted voices in your life. But don't lay your life down at the foot of anybody for everything, because nobody is always right.
Nobody is always right. And he introduced this word, and that's exactly where I was going to go. And that word is discernment. Okay. There's that inner spirit. Great is he that's in you than he that's in the world. And you would know. You felt that stirring. Come on, you guys.
Yep.
You
Come on.
felt that something in your gut just told you, that
Yep.
ain't right.
Yep.
That's not
Mhm.
you thinking, oh, you don't want to trust them. It's just that when it don't fit, your
Yeah.
spirit man, the greater one, the one that guides you, he will let you know. Because look, not everybody had a college degree or education. They use what we call is discernment. Something in their gut told
Yeah.
them that's
Yeah.
not the right way. So
Yeah.
look, you don't have to be a learner to think that you know everything, because God can use a donkey to tell a prophet, don't go
Yeah.
this way. So if he
Yeah.
can do that, that means even if you got a 6th grade education, you
Yeah.
can be smarter and wiser than those who got the PhD education. So that means in your inner circle,
Yeah.
there are those trusted individuals that you trust and you're allowed in your inner circle, but yet still you're trusting the greater one, Holy Spirit, that in that inner conscious discernment to
Yeah.
say, you know what? I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna automatically act, because some people is there for you. And
Yep.
God can't, and the enemy does and have used even
Yep.
those closest individuals
Yep.
to say something that's just not the time. And that's it. That's not saying they bad, but it's
Yep.
just like, that's just not it. Not just yet. So as we're wrapping up on this session, remember our conversation and our thoughts today, you guys, has been stop caring about what others think. And we hope that this information that we share is powerful. Just as we saying, you want to start focusing on what you want, what you love and think. Then to follow that nobody's watching. You want to make sure that what you're doing, you're doing it as if ain't somebody seeing, somebody watching, and somebody got something to say. I am just so excited about what you already going to pick out of this session with us today. I'm so excited that I had the opportunity to do this segment with my own coach, because man, when I say you was giving me some powerful nuggets, even the more, look, again, we want you to go out to the blog and read it. It's a little bit more on that, but an hour time is just not enough to deal with such a powerful segment as that. So we want you to go out to www.ricardomiller.com, and we want you to go ahead and read the blog. Don't just read it, study it. Pull out those nuggets and apply it. But then as you reading it, studying and applying it, we want to hear from you. We want to hear how this lesson today has impacted you. So we want you to leave a question, leave a comment, do something. I want to activate you into action. So, coach, as we're leaving, why don't you share a few things of what's coming up, what's new, and then be able to let us get forth and take us out.
Thank you so much for hosting today's show. There are many individuals throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You've heard about this. This is the Effective Living Workshop. Listen, go ahead and register. Go to our website. It's all about healthier, wealthier, and happier you. It's all about a healthier, wealthier, and happier you. Now, you're going to have to do the work. And if you don't know, somebody knows. And that's why we're coming together. I have a few friends that's going to be presenters, and we're going to come together and we're going to dive into some practical truths that's going to be very helpful for those of you that are wanting to make sure that you end this year strong. So the truth be told, the opportunity will present itself to you. The question is, will you take advantage of the opportunity? I'm out.
Look, I'm just telling you today, you don't want to miss it. I'm saying sign up for the workshop. Go to the website, www.ricardomiller.com. In addition to the blog, hey, go shop. Check out. Hey, you might maybe want an effective living shirt, something that's going to represent. Get one of the other shirts. I'm creating a life where I don't need to take a vacation from. But at the end, also, you see it right here on the screen. Get your copy of the book. If you do not have his book, I'm telling you, it is a guide, it's a tool, it's a resource that you definitely want to have inside of your library. You will not be disappointed. I'm just saying. If not, I'm just saying. But Coach, thank you again for joining me on this Monday night conversation segment. We had a powerful conversation today. Is there anything else you want to share before we leave out?
No, just once again, thank you for a job well done. And if you guys have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe and have somebody to check it out. And we decided to go live also on Facebook. And so, listen, we're grateful that those of you that are joining. But here's the deal: how a platform like this can take off is by you sharing and making sure that everybody that you believe should hear this message gets an opportunity to hear the message. God bless you all.
God bless you. Till we see you again.